Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the relaunch Sports Talk North West. I'm your host, one of the three, Sugar Lips Shawn Bryant. We got my co-host down in the bottom, Mr. Big D, Donovan Etzel.
Yes,
And
sir.
up top, we've got Ken Griffey Jr., a.k.a. Jake the Snake Lang. This is Sports Talk Northwest. And tonight, for starters, we have an old friend from the Northwest, our buddy, Mr. Lovejoy. Welcome to the relaunch of Sports Talk Northwest.
You should ask him if he wants to be called that or if he wants to be called Robert, man. Look at you.
I don't care.
Okay. Just putting his gimmick out there. Shit.
I put the gimmick before the real name.
Right. For sure. Exactly.
They might not want no stalkers on their page.
Well, if you're gonna put
exactly
why you're called Sugar Lips, then just ask Chief.
I know. What's up with the sugar
something
lips,
different,
bro?
Well, next week it'll be something. Next week it'll be something different. Each week I'm gonna have a different little,
like Limp Dick Bryant or something like that.
No,
that's perfect.
Luscious Shawn.
Perfect.
Luscious Shawn. Are you
Shawn.
What are you, Brother Love?
Oh, sensational Shawn Bryant.
There you go.
That's what I was.
I like that.
There you go.
That's the other one I was using on the other show I was doing with Bruce.
Kind of rolls off the tongue there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, who's been keeping up with these Portland Trailblazers?
I have. I've watched both games.
What about the NBA in general? The NBA in general has been amazing.
Well, it's different.
Yeah,
it's
right?
Different. Very different.
I think all sports are going to be different.
Yeah, they are. I posted about it on my Facebook. They're going to try to have fans interact during the games.
Oh, really?
For the NBA and
on video screen.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like it was innovative, but at the same time, it's not the same as being at an arena. You know what I mean?
It's almost like
not even close.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the guys going down the court and you just happen to look up and hear some fan, waving at you or some weird shit on a video?
I know, and then it catches you off guard or something. Totally.
Yeah, and you drop the ball and shit. I don't know.
Only you would think of that.
Huh? Have you seen this?
It's waving at them, hoping to get noticed.
We have to count on our blessings that Shawn has thoughts at all.
Of course,
exactly.
That's when Shawn's not begging for the coach to be fired.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I learned from the best up in the top there, Mr. Jake.
Well, I'm not a huge Terry Stotts guy.
Neither am I.
I don't I think he's a good coach. I just don't think he's a coach for getting them to the next level. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm a Rick Adelman kind of guy. Just saying.
Yeah, let's bring him back.
Me too.
I'm a Jack Ramsey kind of guy.
Well,
hey, there we go. That's even better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who? Jack Ramsey?
Who?
Yeah.
I was about to say, Shawn, are you serious?
Who'd he ever beat?
Shit.
Yeah.
Philadelphia?
Yeah. Who probably was a better team, but we just played better basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Better team basketball. But
back in the day when that's what they played was team basketball. There was none of this isolation crap.
Yeah. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
Run down the court, shoot from 30 feet. Shoot from 30 feet.
When I played,
Dame, bro. Dame can hit that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a layup for Dame.
It really is. I was thinking about that the other day when he was just doing those little shoot arounds, and it looked like it was Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
right?
You know, and
Yeah, his
to
range
have
is
that kind of range.
ridiculous.
Do you guys know the story behind how that range formed?
No,
Oh.
I don't.
So he had an interview like a year or two ago with, I think it was like ESPN or something. And instead of playing horse traditionally, where you do trick shots, he and his brother would move further and further back, and that's how they would play it.
Oh, okay.
So that's where his range of shooting came from.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like
For
me,
sure.
I'm trying to like jump off of a car and make it, and Dame's just trying to shoot it from 50 feet. You know, so
Damn.
yeah.
And be like over
Wow.
50% doing it. You know what
I
I mean?
know.
Shoot.
I know it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he really carries this team, and
Hard.
what I saw the last couple of games was this team is like, we already know what we got. We don't even need these games other than to get the rest of our guys caught up conditioning wise, because I know what my rotation is. Obviously, he's got an 8-man rotation, and it's going to be pretty simple. Maybe 9. I don't think he goes deeper than 9 unless it's a blowout. Because this team now can do outside, inside. Their biggest thing, and I think they learned the lesson today. I think Stotts is going to have to make that decision. Do I start Whiteside? Do I start Nurk? What are the depending factors on? You know, like, is it a matchup? Is it that particular matchup that night? And I start Whiteside. The next night I start Nurk, or is it just, do I just start one or the other all? Because to me, what I saw today, Whiteside cannot make great perimeter defense inside 10 feet. From inside the half circle and around, that's fine. Get him and he stay where outside of 10 feet, and you blow him there. I mean, big guys are blowing him off the dribble from 18 feet out, and they're at the basket, and he's still out at the 15-footer free throw line going, where'd he go? Whereas Nurk can go with that guy. He can take that guy on the outside and come in, but Whiteside can't go from the outside in. He just hasn't figured out the foot movement or something. Because Nurk can do it.
I think he's just bigger. Like I don't know, because if you look, even though Nurk's been working out like a madman, he still looks relatively lean compared to Whiteside. He could be heavy. He could be heavy-footed, so he's slow to react. You might be right.
Because I watched a couple times where Siakam and Ibaka both just went right around him. But when Nurk was on him, they had to go out more, or they had to back him in. And even then, they weren't getting anywhere. But he was able to follow them directly to the hole. And now there's 2 big guys in there they're trying to go over. So that's why Toronto shot like 60 frickin' threes today. Because at one point in the first half, 25 of their 30 field goals attempted were 3-pointers.
Wow.
And we have so much length that, unfortunately, unless we're right there, we're not able to get out on them as quick. Because we don't have that mentality of letting the wings play one-on-one. They're always trying to mix and cover,
Right.
so they're getting burned on the kick out. But that'll I think once it comes for the 8-game schedule, you're going to have 5 guys, and my guess is you're going to have Whiteside on the bench, and I think he's going to have to come in with that second unit and just do what he does on the second unit. Whoever's playing the 4 on the second unit, he's just going to have to let them play the 4 and him play center. You know,
Well, it's probably gonna be Jalen Horde or Gabriel, right? That's the second
I would
unit.
maybe think Gabriel might be second unit right now. He
Yeah.
might be the power forward of the second unit.
We got some big guys, bro. We got Ariza. We got
Yeah,
Moses
we got a
Brown,
ton of big guys.
You know what I'm saying? We got Caleb.
Even Jalen.
Donovan.
Yeah.
Ariza's not playing.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah,
No.
Ariza opted out
Yeah.
Okay,
on the restart. Yeah.
My bad. Okay, I did not know that. Thank you for the heads up on that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Because man, dude, I love Trevor, dude. He was dope.
Yeah.
To me.
Me too. That was a good pickup.
Thank you. Exactly. Something we needed, man. God, we needed that for sure.
Sean, what was it? Something dude, with his kid?
I missed a bonus. I'm sorry to change. That's the guy that I do. Oh, that's a big guy, right there.
This is the time of year he usually has his kid, so he had to make a decision because the ex wasn't willing, or so he said. The ex wasn't willing to switch, basically.
Okay.
So he couldn't adjust his time, so he just did it.
So
sorry, guys.
So the starting five for next week. What are you thinking?
Dame, CJ, Mello, Nurk, and probably Collins.
Okay, that's what I was going to go for too. Yep.
Because Nurk can guard the five. Nurk can guard the Anthony Davis shooters, the fives that'll pop out.
5, dude. That 3, 4, and 5.
And so can Collins. And so can Collins.
Yeah.
But Whiteside can't guard those outside shooters. Davis, what's his name from Jokic? He gets killed every time. They're shooting wide open threes all the time because he's so worried about defending the paint that he leaves them wide open out on the perimeter.
Right.
Whereas Nurk can play both.
Yeah, I think the five's going to be matchups. I mean, that's what Stott's going to do. If he's got some big guy that's not going to get out of the paint much, he's going to get Whiteside more minutes that night. And then, on nights where you got a really mobile guy, like you were talking about, like Davis and Nurk and all those guys, then it's going to be Nurk that's going to get more time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they're
that's probably. I agree with Rob. That's probably the best way to go.
Exactly. Now, is Nurk fully healed? I mean, are we ready to give him?
Dude,
44 minutes or 48 minutes or whatever.
He played 27 minutes tonight and had 17 and 13, and sat out the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And sat the fourth quarter. Did not play the fourth quarter.
There you
Played 27 minutes through 3 quarters.
Wow. Oh,
and I saw him literally dive on the floor twice for loose balls. Once in the middle, almost center court, and once on the end line, diving for loose balls.
Wow.
He's not worried about that leg now.
Big fella.
I love to see Sugar Lips dive for loose balls. Sorry, that was left open. I had to do it, Shawn. I love you.
That's great.
I love you guys. It's the first episode. I need some love on it, right?
Oh,
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, they don't
I
call
don't know
Sugar
if we
Lips
actually want to see that, Donovan. But,
I know, right? Oh shit! I love it.
There's some things you can visually not unsee.
Unsee. Yeah. Oh, he just put sexy Shawn Bryant.
Oh my god! You created a monster there.
I totally did, dude. Man. I'm a sexy boy. So I'm gonna let you know right now, man. The player that I'm watching, and he is like the number one. I'm loving him. I've been seeing him since day one. Bull. Oh my god, dude! Since Oregon. Oh, now I'm not gonna lie. His second game, he wasn't that impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't that impressive?
He still had 14 and 6 in that second game, and 3 blocks.
I was like, man, it seemed like he was hurting in that first and second quarter, bro. For sure.
When when you're 32 feet tall, you should be able to dominate.
For sure, bro. No
yeah,
joke.
but when you're 32 feet tall, it's a lot of wind running up and down that court with those 32-foot long legs.
Yep. I believe it. But yeah, I hope to see him excel like crazy, which I think he will.
Denver seems to be a good fit for him. Obviously, Boston wasn't.
Right.
Or not, no. Taco Fall's in Boston. Yeah, I forget. Did Denver draft Bobo?
Yeah.
I think they did. I think they did.
I thought he got drafted to, what was it? It was Miami, right?
No, I think it was Denver, or somebody else drafted him and traded him to Denver.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember which on draft night. I think you're right. I think he was drafted by somebody else on draft night and then traded to Denver.
Yeah, which is cool, man, because it's, man, like you said,
but he hasn't played all year. He's been in their G League and everything. Has barely been on the active roster, and they had a bunch of guys go down with the Rona before this restart kicked. So Denver had like 4 or 5 guys go down with it. So they had to bring in that extra body. Porter Jr. was down. He just got cleared yesterday. Millsap was down. Jokic was down. So they needed a body in case one of those guys wasn't able to come back. And he's learned to shine.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to do good in that system because him and Jokic seem to have that Dame Nurk connection already. Just seeing some of the passes and stuff those two have been.
Speaking of that, I would like to see more pick and roll action out of our guys.
Well, we will, but Dame didn't even play tonight.
Yeah, but even when he does play, from what I've seen, they don't do a lot of pick and rolls.
When Nurk is, they do. When Dame and Nurk are together.
A lot of give and go.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
They didn't do it before he got. I mean, okay, so they do it, but not as much as they probably should.
Not as fluent as what it was like the last couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Nurk
was a bread and butter right to the hole. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see that. Probably you might see a lot of that Tuesday, because I expect Dame to play about 30 minutes on Tuesday.
Is that when the minutes ramp up?
Sure, because then that's the last little scrimmage. So, yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's your last chance to fine-tune everything before you go into that restart. This team's connected. They're very well. Their mindset is there. You can see it. You can see it in their play. They've dominated both these first 2 games, and then just shut it down. They're like, okay, we know what we can do. We know what we got. And then they just backed off both games. Well, they could have won both these last 2 games.
Yeah.
But they backed off the pedal. They were like, nope.
Losing by 6 without Dame is really good.
And losing by 4 with Dame only scoring 4 points in 20 minutes or less. Yeah.
Exactly.
And it came down to the last shot, basically. So it'll be interesting to see. Philly's going to be tough. But we'll have to see.
I don't know if Embiid will be 100%, though. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's got a legitimate something going on, whereas...
He always seems like he misses 25, 30 games for something.
And now you've had the 3-month layoff, and he's had to ramp... Now he's had to ramp back up everything all over again. That's where you're going to see some of these guys... That's what they're afraid of, is with some of these guys getting possibly injured and stuff, is because they were shut down and now they are restarting again. And so we'll see we're going to see who stayed fit. We're going to see who stayed in as close as game shape as they could during this whole pandemic. Kluber just left the Cleveland game with shoulder injury issue. Verlander is issuing in Houston. He might be done for the year.
I think as far as
they just said
are going to be
Go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say I think you're going to find a lot of these baseball players because of not the whole spring training like they had and everything. I think we're going to find a lot of those guys could go down, especially the pitchers.
Yeah. So I was reading before we just got on here. They're saying it might not be as bad with Verlander. Like he may have tweaked it or something. So we'll see how that goes.
He even tweeted this afternoon that he's hoping with some rest and whatnot that it'll help. But yeah, Roy's dead on it there. A lot of pitchers are going to be the ones in baseball that are going to be the ones to watch.
Yep.
Because they're the ones that they probably put the most torque on their bodies of any position player in baseball.
That's where the universal DH might come in handy for them.
Absolutely.
I don't like it. I like the National League not having a DH. I think it's, you're proving that you're a complete baseball player without it. You're a pitcher going up, manufacturing your own runs, but.
But most pitchers can't hit very well also, if you see that.
Right. You're right.
That's true. That is true.
Unless you're Tom Glavine.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you're Tom Glavine.
And it's allowed some guys, like Edgar and like Thomas, Frank Thomas, and guys like that to stick around years that they wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Although was Frank a DH later on?
Yeah, he was. He started out as a first baseman and then
went to DH. Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was asking because I remember him at first base and I didn't remember.
I think if they wouldn't have had a DH, I think that's where Edgar would have ultimately ended up. Would have been first base.
So, what do you guys think of the schedules in both leagues? Let's start with the NBA and the Blazers 8-game, this 8-game run they got to go on. What do you think they have to do in those 8 games?
We're in the
ninth win.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Win?
So we're in the ninth spot right now, right?
Right.
Right.
Me and Rob are on the same wavelength with that one.
How many games do you think they have to win to assure themselves a shot at that 8th spot?
Well, I think they're 3 games behind with New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're tied with New Orleans with 3 games behind Memphis, who's in 8 now.
Oh, Memphis. Okay, yeah. Okay.
And you have to be within 4 games. So theoretically, right now, they're within
have to beat the 8th spot
range.
Twice in order to
Right. But they must be within 4 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I say a 4-4 or a 5-3 could get them in.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
Memphis has a relatively tough schedule, so they could drop.
Who wins in a 2 or 3 game series if it's Portland or let's say it's Portland and New Orleans?
Oh, I think Portland now with what New Orleans has.
Yeah.
Even with Big Zion?
Yeah. Experience plays a factor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, experience is a big key.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next question, guys, is 1 versus 8. We know it's obviously most likely going to be one of the LA teams, most likely the Lakers. I think they're 3.5 or 4.5 up on the Clippers.
Yeah.
So let's say it's the Lakers. Can Portland get it done?
Maybe.
Why not?
What you mean against the Lakers in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Same time. We owe them a little retribution anyway from 2000.
Yeah.
So let's go out there and bust their behinds. That's the way I see
Ah,
it. But
God, I do remember that. Yep.
I would love to see it.
Kenny Anderson days.
yeah, yeah.
Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah.
I'll say this, and I'm sure you guys will agree. With Dame on the team, anything's possible.
Very, very true. Especially because we're fully healthy. We have a lot of better chance now against a lot of teams that we didn't before. Having Collins and, like I said, Nurk back, all that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially
And
on
the
Whiteside,
big
yeah. Jeez.
the
Big
big issues that teams like like for example the Lakers are going to have at least in a first round series is they have no guards. The only guard they have is Caruso because Bradley opted out and Rondo broke his wrist first week of restart, so he won't be available at least till the second round. So they've got one guard and a G leaguer against Dame and CJ and the rest.
Have fun with that.
So they got no perimeter guarding that can handle Dame or CJ. And Avery Bradley's one of the toughest defenders in the league. Avery Bradley and that guy Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, Bev.
Yeah.
Are probably the two guys and Rondo that give Dame a hard time.
Rondo gets him all the time. Rondo.
Rondo got him in that New Orleans series, hands down. And Beverly has had his numbers on most nights that they've played. So you're losing their two key defenders on our two key players. And they got nothing to back that up.
Exactly. Did you guys see Beverly was giving Dame a lot of love, though?
Oh, yeah. For sure. A lot of guys are now.
He was saying he had to go get faster and stronger to be able to keep up with him.
Yeah. Dame is just another monster, dude.
I think if he goes up against those guys now, it's going to be a different situation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he won't have to work against Rondo and Beverly, but Dame's in a different plateau right now as he compared to 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, we had this conversation Saturday where he was having probably his best scoring statistic season of his career. I mean, you're dropping 60 just about every night, So.
Right.
Okay, so preseason almost over, 1 game left, and we start the 8 games. If the playoffs were to start today, give me your Western Conference and Eastern Conference finalists. Starting with Griffey.
You want me to be a homer, or do you want my honest opinion?
Either way.
And that wasn't Homer Simpson, is what I meant. But I hate the Lakers, so I'm going to go with the Clippers out west. I like our chances. I just don't know if we get it done, but you never know.
Do you think it could be Portland and the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals?
Yeah. It could be. It could be both LA teams. I'm going to go with Portland and the Clippers, though. That's tough. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to keep with that. I'm going to go Portland, LA, Clip, and then I'm going to go out east. Jeez. Maybe Boston and Milwaukee. Although Philly, depending on Embiid, could do something. I'm going to go Boston and Milwaukee with that, though.
Big D, who you got?
I don't know.
Just make something up.
I know. Portland and Houston.
There you go.
There you go.
I mean, that's feasible.
I love that
It
one.
could be.
Right?
And then just punch James Harden in the face and shave half his beard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then call it a day. And then East, I don't know. Boston and God, I don't know. Boston and God, I don't know. That's hard. I really don't know. Is Embiid playing?
Yeah, right now.
That's what I mean. So I don't know. Is Philly's East too, right? So
Yeah.
Boston and Philly. If Embiid's back, still playing full, like healthy and all that good shit.
Right. Yeah. I say Milwaukee, Boston, and Portland and the Clippers.
Okay.
And
Sweet.
Portland and the Clippers.
Yeah. Adetokounmpo, dude, that man, he's definitely shining.
I taught him how to play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely in the East. It's Boston and Milwaukee.
Yes.
I can't see anything different. There's so many different combinations in the West that could come out, could happen.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So did the Mariners play today? I seen that.
The Mariners got their first win today.
Yeah, 15-game losing streak. I seen, man. They snapped it.
Yeah, they had lost.
Squirrel finds the nut.
Like it wasn't even that big of a victory. It wasn't like 7-6.
7-6.
A win's a win.
Yeah,
You're right.
true.
Yeah.
Their bullpen is terrible.
Shouts out to Kyle Lewis.
Hey, their closer is from Vancouver, Washington. Does that tell you anything?
Nice.
Oh, I didn't know. What? Okay.
Yeah, their new closer this year is from Vancouver.
It means that they're going to have to score about 9 runs a game to have a chance.
Yeah,
Easy.
they scored 7 and almost didn't win.
Exactly.
Yeah, but look who they're playing.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
The
whether they're
Astros.
stealing signs or not, but that team can hit.
Exactly.
They can.
Yeah, that the big sensation Shohei Ohtani gave up 5 runs, 5 hits, all earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts, no outs in 30 pitches, and was pulled in the top of the first, and was down 5-0 to the A's before he even got off the mound.
Hey, Jesus.
Poor guy.
The A's are no joke.
First start of the year.
That sounds like Kershaw in the playoffs.
Yeah, it does.
That's
Sorry,
like,
I had to go there.
Yeah.
Right. You see, remember when they said Bull had that amazing game and they had to drug test him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Random drug test. I'm like, hell nah. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then Lou Williams today, he's gonna miss the first 2 games of the restart for the Clippers. That could be huge.
He got arrested.
Bless you,
No, he did not.
I thought he got arrested.
Robert. Love you,
No,
brother.
I thought I muted it.
No, you
He
did, but
went-
I've seen it.
he went and got caught in a strip club in Atlanta on Saturday night.
Oh, that's right. And somebody ratted him out. That's what
Somebody
it was.
took a picture of him in the club on Saturday night when he was supposed to be on a team excused absence outside of the bubble.
Well,
he
isn't
was
that
in
not
it.
excuse enough
for
I mean,
COVID.
So the NBA suspended him for 10 games, confined him to his room
man.
for 10 days.
You know what you know what that reminds me of? When they allowed 48 hours for Dennis Rodman to go to Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Godzilla.
Remember
Yeah.
that? That's how you do
Yeah.
it.
I'm going. You like it or not.
I love it.
Or D.
That was great.
Right.
Or missing time to wrestle.
Right. Exactly right.
Rodzilla.
Yeah. A couple times he did that. Yeah, first Vegas, and then he started doing the wrestling right after that.
Well,
yeah.
If you remember what Michael said in that, he said Phil just would let him go. And
he just let him do it.
He sent Michael to go get him one time. I'm like, that's not the guy you want to send.
No, I'd be
Mr.
Dude,
Gamble,
I'd be
you don't send
scared
him.
to have Michael Jordan be like, bro, you need to come back now.
That's saying a lot.
For real.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah. And Jordan's got the biggest gambling issue in the world.
For real.
Let's just send Jordan to Vegas to fetch Rodman, who's on a drunk. Who's on a binge.
That's why they have the Jordan Steakhouse at A&A. It makes sense.
Spendy is all get out, though.
$60 for a steak that big. For a 6-ounce steak.
Like 6 pieces.
It's just like Elway's.
So 6 pieces of sushi between 2 people, $120, bro. Yeah. For sushi. I was like, you got me fucked up.
Man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Was that at the casino?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, shit.
Not happening.
Me and Tommy went, right? And it was on the casino. So we ate $120 of sushi on the casino. And they were so pissed, treating us like shit. And then once we gave them the points, they were so butthurt. They're like, oh, God, you're going to pay with points. I loved it. But yeah, right? It's like, it cost money to get the points. So why are you bitching?
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, for like $120 worth of sushi, I could have got it like somewhere for like $40.
And you would have probably got more than 6 pieces.
Yeah.
You already know. All right, so what about we're getting in some time. We've been talking for a while. We're long-winded, folks.
No, that's good. That's what.
Good.
Yeah, that's what.
So let's talk about a little bit of football before I leave here. And
yeah.
What's going on with that? How we feeling about that? What's anything new happening? Anything new about
other than the Seahawks getting Jamal Adams?
All that good stuff.
Other than the Seahawks getting Jamal Adams from the Jets.
Okay.
Cost them their farm system, but
farm system.
Hey,
Seahawks.
Well, you know, their draft picks. I call that the NFL farm system.
But you know what? The Seahawks don't draft before the 3rd or 4th round anyway.
2 first-round picks, a 3rd-round pick, and another player.
Yeah, that just means they can't get out of the 1st round and move down like they always do every year.
That
right.
Exactly. That helps obviously their secondary, but their O-line and their run stop is still trash. So
yeah,
they're not going to have the money now to address those needs.
To address the protection for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Jake had Richard Sherman, so we got to just leave it with that.
Yeah, well, Sherm Dog's my guy now, so.
Right?
It's funny how that change of uniform puts things in perspective, but you know.
Right? Changes somebody's outlook a lot better on life.
Did you guys hear why he hated the Niners so bad? You guys know that story?
No, I don't.
So when he played for Harbaugh at Stanford, Jim told them not to draft him, or not to draft Sherman because he wasn't that good. So Seattle gets him, and Sherman's like, oh, San Francisco, whoop, circle, and he dominated them every time.
Oh.
I'm like, Harbaugh, you idiot.
Yes.
Even if that's how you feel, you don't, there's some players you don't poke the bear with,
Yeah. All right, guys.
He seems to thrive off of that sort of stuff, so.
We got a special here. Our crazy super fan.
Somebody comes in 40 minutes after we've started. Jesus.
Let me take a guess.
Well, sometimes I bring people in when they can get in.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, she's gonna say it. We're bringing Mika in.
Oh.
I have a bathing suit on.
Oh my God, I love Mika so much. Mika, I love you.
I was at the pool. Sorry.
Yes, Mika.
Hey, at least I
You know
wouldn't
what's
be
funny?
anywhere.
Mika is a super fan of the Blazers. I'm a super fan of Mika. I'm not even joking, man. She's gotten so much interaction from Portland. It's awesome, dude. The team and the fan, all that. It's so awesome. Happy late birthday, by the way. That's so awesome.
Thank you so much. So much.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
she even got a shout out from Dame on Twitter.
dude. I know. I've been trying to get a song with him for a while. I'm still trying. I'm like, come on, Dave. Let's do a song.
Hey, you never know, man. Just keep going.
Right?
Don't give up on it.
For sure. I will. Yes.
Yeah, I have like my small collection of games.
Oh my God.
See, I told you, Donovan. Look at that.
Oh my
Donovan,
God.
you just need to get Mika to start saying your name to Dame, and that'll happen.
There you
real
go.
quick.
No joke. Be like, hey, have you heard that rapper Big D? Da, 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 da. No. No, that's crazy. How many shoes do you have?
Probably about 100. I think I'm at like 140, maybe.
I got 20 pairs.
He's
and I'm
over there
like,
cracking
where
up.
am I going to put the 20 pairs at?
I told you, bro.
Wow.
I've heard of having a shoe fetish, but that takes it to a different level.
I love it too. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. That's my status.
And how many of those are Blazers and how many are Seahawks? Roughly.
What, the shoe?
My shoes?
The shoes, yes.
Well, they're
My shoes are all Dames. They're all.
Oh, those are all Dames?
that's crazy.
All of those are Dames.
John, she said that the other day, dude.
I thought you had a mixture of some.
No.
My bad.
No.
So those
Oh
are
my
all
God.
the Dames. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I didn't get a hold
I
of that.
thought you had a
Bro,
couple of Seahawk ones and stuff.
Be like,
as
you got
well.
a good percentage. You got a good percentage off Mika, man. She's making you good. Took care of you. That's awesome. Do you got the fives too? They just dropped, right? Or when did they drop? They
Oh
already
no,
dropped?
the sixes are out. The sevens are
Six.
coming pretty soon.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I just
God.
got probably
it.
the McDonald's
see.
ones. Let me see. These are
Oh,
probably
Yeah. These are dope.
Oh, the McDonald's. These are dope.
These are
Yeah.
dope. These are
I
Yeah.
dope.
have
hang
not
on.
seen them yet. Oh my gosh, I gotta see.
Let me
Oh,
show you.
she's bringing one out here.
I'm
I'm gonna
Hang on.
hang on. Let me. There.
Okay,
now
let
it's
me-
more on her.
How do
Oh,
I
you're
switch? How do I switch the
It's all
camera?
Mika. I
Just
love
just there should be a front and a rear fit. There you go. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Those
it.
were
What
sent
the
to her
hell?
from Taiwan.
Oh my God.
That's sick.
Those are
so
only made in Taiwan, brother.
Well, they
Oh
just
my
came out
God.
here, and then I got the shirt too.
Oh, that's so dope. Wow. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Sorry.
I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. So, Mika,
Yeah.
are you missing not going to the games? Oh
Oh my
God.
God, I am going crazy.
I know. Oh,
Crazy. Like literally
know.
crazy. And I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I already told my boss. I was like, man, I have got to. She's like, oh, you can just watch it at work. I'm like, no, that's not how this
no.
works.
Right? That's not how it works. We need to have a little, once this COVID thing dies down, we need to have a little get together
Sorry.
and watch the games. For sure.
For sure. For sure.
Yes.
I hope, I was really hoping, and I was going to call probably tomorrow, but I'm really hoping that they can, why is it not on the app? Like, they're stupid.
Right?
Like, we should,
Yeah.
as season ticket holders, be able to see it on the app. We can't even see it.
Yeah. No.
It's
Yeah.
drives
I
me
believe it's coming on the streaming app that they have once the 8 games start.
Okay.
nuts. I don't think it is. I mean,
that's what I don't like, man. I want to watch all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Everyone's like, oh, it's just scrimmages. It's like, I don't care. I want to watch them, the whole thing.
Right.
I do.
For $175 a month, you can order Comcast and watch them too.
Oh my God, I know.
I'm telling you, bro. It's the only reason I still have.
No.
I bought the Blazers pass. I bought the league pass, and it's like I'm still blacked out from the scrimmages. I'm so pissed.
Oh my God,
Sure.
it's bad.
That's
Well,
horrible.
and they're not even all. Some of them are going to be like TNT, NBA TV, and ESPN. They're not even all going to be Comcast, which sucks even more.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, the ABC or ESPNs will probably be easier for TNTs. Will be easier for people to view, the ones that don't have Comcast, because if you have TNT or I mean, if you have DirecTV or anything else, and you have TNT and ABC, you can watch those games.
Yeah.
I don't have any cable because I usually go somewhere or I'm at the game.
Thank you. It's like I got the app and that's it.
And ABC's regular TV, so
yeah.
I mean,
still,
2, 4, 6,
who wants to sit on
the Boston
my couch
game
and be like, "Yay, go Blazers"? Although
I
really
would love to sit on your couch. Just saying.
What's really stupid is, listen, this is what's really stupid. That tomorrow they're having the Blazer Rip City United join. Did you see that thing, Shawn, about trying to get to be the fan on the fan thing? They're only having 29 people.
Whoa. That's nothing. That's like, really?
Yeah,
half the town's going to want to try to do that.
Right. You have 14,000 season ticket holders, and you're going to tell 29 of them, oh, you got the short straw, so you win today.
Exactly.
Come on, dude. And you have to go on at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning and see if you get chosen.
Ugh.
Wow.
That is
and they're
crazy.
just random drawing it out of all the...
No, I think it's first come, first serve. I think you have to get on there at 10 and it's first 29, I guess. I don't know. That's not even worth it. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's cool. Yeah. It's a great concept, but hello. What about the other 14,000 season ticket holders?
Man, that's so many. 20. That's such a small number, too. That's wow. Yeah.
29. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. At least you do 500. At least 500 or 1,000, something. But man, 29.
To be honest, the other thing that I thought was kind of cool that the Mariners did was they had the big head. You get to do your big head in the stands, and if the foul ball hits your thing, you get the foul ball, your face.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
for $199.
No, it's $30.
I'm going by the Dodger prices.
No, the Mariners.
You're going off the Comcast prices, man.
No, that's what they were saying for the Dodger cutouts.
If I was going to do it in the Mariners, I'd want to be sitting in right center field because that's where all the ball's going to go.
Well, you don't get to choose. That's the other thing. They're just putting people everywhere. So you could be the
They're cardboard put-ups.
Yeah.
You take a picture of yourself and they put it on a cardboard thing and set it there.
I've seen one.
Yeah, kind of like the here. Let me see. Kind of like the Dame thing. I think it's kind of like this.
E40 did it. E40 was at the San Francisco one.
Yeah.
It'll look like that.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Look at
you.
They
mail it to you, don't they?
That's sweet. Yeah.
No, you don't even get to keep it.
Oh. Are you serious?
No, I'm talking about the ball.
Yeah, you don't even get to keep it. They said it's COVID not friendly. Not COVID friendly.
Oh, hell no.
I'm like, you're paying $30 to let it sit there and maybe get a foul ball.
Yeah.
Man.
So you get it in the cardboard face and you can't even keep it.
No. I'm just gonna tweet. I'm gonna tweet Shed Long, and I'm just gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like, look, dude, Give me a foul ball, please, and put hashtag COVID-19 on it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, watch, you'll get it too. Watch.
Hey, you never know. My friend plays for the Rangers, and he told me he was going to send me one. He video chatted with me the day of opening baseball from the field.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, on my birthday, he's like, "Happy birthday! I'm going to the game." I was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah, happy birthday to me! Baseball opening day on my birthday."
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So I told him to mail me a ball and put hashtag COVID-19.
There you go.
There you go.
That's awesome.
But
all right, Mika, give us your predictions. West Coast Conference, East Coast Conference finalists.
Final. Yeah.
Give us your predictions for who. I'm thinking. Well, first of all, I think that if we go in, I think we're taking the. I really do. I think the Lakers are gonna be.
Okay.
If we can get past in, we're gonna take the Lakers out.
Sweet.
I think the Bucks are gonna actually do a lot better than what most people think. I don't know. East Coast. There's so many stipulations. I mean, God, speaking of which, look at Lou Williams. Really, dude, you're gonna go to a gentleman's club, and now you got 14 days of quarantine. You had to go to the strip club. Really?
And now you're gonna miss the what?
These guys,
the first two, maybe three.
You're freaking play.
He would have gone along with Zach Randolph and Darius Miles, though.
Thank you. If it was Rasheed Wallace or Dennis Rodman, nobody would blink an eye.
Nope.
Or the beard.
You froze, Mika. You froze. Now you're back up. What were you saying just a minute ago, Mika?
Why you put it back on her now? Now she's froze.
You guys are all like gargly.
Yeah, there you go. Now you keep freezing. There we go. Yeah, you keep like now it's working.
It was gargly.
Gargly.
Yeah, you were freezing.
Okay. You're gargly. I like that word.
Did I sound like I'm underwater? I was underwater
You're good now.
for a while today.
Yes, you were.
Okay.
You're good.
So anyway, no, all I was saying was like, that's so stupid, dude. Really, 3 months you can't go without pussy? Come on, like get ridiculous. I don't care.
Right.
There's video. You guys have computers. You have everything.
Jake called it a week ago. He said right before the restart, someone's gonna get dumb. I don't know who, but somebody on one of the bigger teams is going to get dumb, and they're going to go to the club or some stupid shit and sneak off, and they're going to get caught. And it happened.
Seriously, Tony and I were talking about it too, and even Josh, and I was like, man, someone's going to be stupid and Uber a chicken, and they're going to be, that's going to be the end.
Jake, you're frozen.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah.
He's frozen.
Only for you he's frozen. He's not frozen for us.
Yeah.
Huh, that's weird.
Hey, everybody just feel and move your lips, and Sean's going to think you're frozen.
So am I freezing now?
No. What is that old?
It's weird.
What is that old show where they have all the people on and they put you on mute? The pardon the interruption.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
PTI. No,
PTI.
Point. You're muted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is the one.
We should do that. That'd be funny. That's a good one. Yeah.
Bye, Roy. Good. Leave it to Roy.
Sean, didn't you wear that jersey yesterday, bro?
Huh?
Didn't you wear that jersey yesterday?
I threw it on for the show.
Don't be
Sean rocks the jerseys, bro.
Oh, I'm not. Hey. As long as you took a shower and put deodorant on, by all means.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
It's better than my boy Irish who rocks that San Francisco stuff.
All the time.
Amen.
Well,
Irish
well.
Polo, baby. I give him shit every time. I'm like,
I
don't
love
try to
it.
fake
Yep.
it. You get your free shirt and you still wear your Blazers stuff. And then when the Warriors come in, you're like, I'm a big bad Warriors fan.
Yeah.
He told me he
I call him
was
out.
a Laker fan way back.
He is a Laker fan. That's what I thought, right?
You do know that I saved his life, right?
I think he's confused.
Yes, I do. I do know that. Mom told me that. That's how I knew. Yeah.
Everybody's going crazy.
Okay, there we go. No more gargling.
Too many people at once.
No, it's good. We're all good now, I think.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
No more gargling.
You're good. I can hear you. I can see you. You're not spinning.
It's a good thing. I can spin.
Spinning, when the camera just freezes. You know what I'm talking. Oh.
I was spinning.
And then today, 2 guys missed their tests, so they didn't get to play. Porzingis and Millsap.
Yeah, what a bunch of dumbass. I know. I saw that. It's funny because I love Whiteside. He's like, he has this thing, and he's like, COVID test number 31. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, he's like taking little videos every time he goes and gets tested. COVID test number 999.
Yeah, that thing is no joke, though. I'm not kidding. If they're not doing the rapid testing, that thing is long. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't even wish it on people I don't like.
They must be doing the rapid testing because my ex-wife had to go in for surgery a couple weeks ago, and my son took her in the day before or 2 days before, something like that. She had to get the COVID test before she did the surgery, and she was freaking out. And even by the time they did the nose swab, but she said that's it. They barely even. They just went in.
That's the rapid.
But I've heard the other people are saying that it goes like 6 feet up into your nasal cavity.
It's up here. It's literally.
Yeah.
Let me. Oh yeah. Like no joke. It's like. Hang on. It's about like that long. Like it's super long.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You ain't sticking anything like that up my nose.
On steroids.
No.
Oh yeah, it goes.
Hell no.
Jesus, up into here.
Yeah, it literally goes up to here. Yeah, it's crazy.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we had to watch one at work, and I'm like, nope, no thanks. Nope.
Wow. Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and then when I see them all gowned up, I'm like,
oh, that's why somebody's getting a text in or something.
I don't know.
No, it's like the show. Like it just, everything is spinning. I don't know.
You're going now. I can hear you.
Mika's like, whatever. It's crazy.
No, somebody's getting a text because that's what happened to us yesterday. Was every time they would get a text or something, or somebody trying to call their phone, it kills the camera, the microphone off.
Oh, I see.
So if your phone's beeping, when it beeps, it'll shut your mic off.
Yes, I love it. Okay, well, hey, guess what? I've been on here for an hour. I want to go eat late dinner.
Okay, go eat. I'm going to go shower. You guys have a wonderful Sunday and Monday.
Yep.
And go Blazers.
Yes,
that's it.
Yep.
We will go next week.
Yes.
Love you, buddy.
Love you.
Robert, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you guys. You take care.
Yep.
Love you guys so much.
Be safe.
Be safe. All right.
Yep.
Bye.
Later. Thanks, Roy.
Oh, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Two main attractions.
That was a good first show of a restart, yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that was good. That's kind of how I want it to go.
Good.
Yeah.
Good deal. Do you want to do outro or
do what?
Now you do an introduction? Do you want to do an outro at all, or do you?
Yeah, we'll just wrap this up for the night.
There you go.
We'll say thank you to Big D. Thank you to Ken Griffey Jr.
Yes, sir. GOAT.
The GOAT, yeah. Mika for coming on. And
Mika, absolutely.
Our Blazer super fan. And Robert, my good friend from wrestling. And one of these days we'll do another wrestling podcast as well.
Awesome.
But for now, we're going to bid you adieu till next show. So if you want to listen, go to StreamYard.com. Shortly this will be up. It'll also be up on my YouTube channel, which is Shawn Bryant on YouTube. So for that, and our good friends at All Foods Are Us, and Jake, he eats boogers, we say good night.